movie review number 1468 is Good Boy. Good Boy is a 2025 movie directed by Ben Rionberg. This movie has IFC Films and Shudder Productions. I saw this movie on October 8th, 2025 at AMC West Chester 18 in West Chester, Ohio. So Good Boy is about a dog named Indy. So Indy and his owner are living together, and things seem to be doing good until the man starts having some health problems, and he decides to move into his grandfather's old house in the woods. And that's when things seem to go terribly wrong. So a man moves into a new home that has supernatural forces that are lurking in the shadows. As dark entities start to threaten him, his brave dog Indy must come to the rescue. So this movie has Indy playing himself. I'll explain about that in a minute. Then we also have Shane Jensen as Todd. Ariel Friedman portrays Fiona, who is Todd's sister. Ray Fessenden portrays Todd's grandfather. And Stuart Rudin portrays Richard, who is Todd's grandfather's neighbor. So, when I first saw the trailer, I thought, oh, that's going to be an adorable doggy story. But then, 30 seconds later, I thought, what? What is this? This is like a horror film. And I was watching the trailer, I'm thinking, okay, this dog will not get hurt. I was really, really praying during the movie that the dog does not get hurt. I won't reveal what happens, but let's just say, okay, maybe I shouldn't say too much. But I was looking at the trailer, and I definitely wanted to see the movie, but I was also concerned with the dog. Right, the dog seemed to be a really good boy, and he must protect his owner from these supernatural forces to that are coming to threaten him. And Indy isn't really sure what is going on with Todd. Todd is acting strangely. Of course, he does have some health problems, but he's acting more strangely when they move into the house. And Indy does not like the place at all, especially when he finds out that something sinister might be going on. And I was reading about a couple of things about the movie. The director of the movie, that's his dog in the movie. So Indy is Ben's dog. That's very interesting. And I also heard that it took a long time to make this movie because what they did was that they had a fake dog. They had a replica of the fake dog for Indy, and they used that in the beginning when they were doing some scenes because Indy didn't know that he was in a movie. Of course he wouldn't. He doesn't. The dogs don't talk. But what they did was they definitely made it look real. And basically, um, they were basically practicing the scenes with the fake dog, and they were kind of also showing Indy with the scenes as well on how Indy would react to certain things, so that Indy would be ready. Now, I've also heard that for the most part, the production really went well. And there were some times where the dog might have gotten scared by some of the sounds or from the scenery, but the dog is okay. So just so you know. But yeah, this was a really good movie. And Indy is a really good boy. He is just concerned for his owner Todd, as Todd is acting strangely, and when Indy sees that something sinister is going on, he tries to warn Todd about it. Of course, Indy doesn't talk, and Todd thinks that Indy is just having is just being scared. But then Todd starts to also notice some things. So the question is, can Indy get Todd out of this situation? And what will happen to Indy? Well, let me put it this way. You might want to read a little bit more about the movie before you see it in theaters, especially if you are a dog owner. Because I bet when a lot of people saw this trailer, they were really thinking, this dog better not die. They better not kill the dog. I was actually reading that in the comments section of the trailer. That's what I was thinking. Like, they better not harm this dog. But it's pretty interesting to hear the backstory on this movie and how they made it to make it look real. And also found it interesting that the director used his own dog as the main character in the movie. Interesting. Well, I thought it was a pretty good movie, and I definitely recommend it. So that's my movie review of Good Boy. Please enjoy for this movie review. Alright, goodbye.